everyone, welcome back to my channel. Or maybe you didn't even know I had a channel. I don't post very often, and when I do post, it's family oriented because of my son and just so I can keep track of things with him and my family and stuff like that. So it's very personal, and I very rarely post anything other than that anymore. And even this is about him. Anyways, so with that being said, I'm sure you're confused if you do know me and you're my family or whoever who's watching this. My son is not 4 to 8 months old. My son is almost 2 years old, but I've had this video compiled since forever, since he was 4 to 8 months old, and I had it edited and put together. The only part I didn't have is this part where I explain it and I explain the milestones. The reason I have not had this put together is because I am a mom and these videos and stuff aren't something that is like a priority of mine. I love making videos, but it gets put on the back burner. If I have free time, I don't usually feel like putting makeup on and sitting in front of a camera. But I did want this video put up because I want it for myself and I want it for my son later, and it was important to me. So yes, this is, you know, a year and a half late, but it's still important to me and those milestones still happened. So let's get on with it. Okay, so first things first, when Levi hit 3 months, he rolled over for the first time, stomach to back. But then by time he turned 4 months old, he had only done it a few times. And then once he hit that 4 months, he kind of just kept going when it came to front to back. And also he didn't know how to do back to front. And he eventually learned that in the 4 to 8 month range. He preferred one side of doing it more than the other, and it was funny because he would just keep going and never be able to come back. And then once he learned that, he started to scoot, like belly scoot, and try to get himself to move forward. But before he even got to that point, he was like rocking back and forth and trying to reach objects in front of him, and it would cause him to inch forward a little bit. And by the time he was 8 months old, he was able to fully scoot himself forward. And around that same time, he was also getting up on his hands and knees and rocking back and forth, or being silly and like pushing himself onto his feet, but was like kind of in like a downward dog. And he did that a lot. Also, I apologize for some lighting in these videos. I don't know what happened, but it just was not transferring very well.
What are you doing?
And then by the time at the very end of him being 8 months old, he actually started to fully crawl with his hands and his knees. So he was, that was awesome. He just hit 8 months. So we had a crawler. Other milestones that he hit from 4 to 8 was he started to sit up a lot more. First it was just him leaning on stuff, and then eventually he just started doing it unsupported and playing with his toys, which is another thing that he learned really was he became interested in toys, which before he was a little bit interested, but this was different. He actually like would grab toys, play with them, shake them, pound them on things, which is really cool. The clips I'm showing you are of him playing with his toys with more meaning and having more interest in them.
And when they do this, I know something is about to freaking go down.
Oh yeah, the foot is here. Oh,
Never swear.
what's happening?
Another thing we did at 4 months, we introduced him to solid foods, and the first clip you're seeing is the very first time we ever gave him to him. He did an awesome job, and he started off really enjoying food. He loved all sorts of food. You could give him whatever and he was gonna eat it. We did at first kind of start with just like the baby food situation where I was like feeding him, but then we kind of started doing like baby led weaning a little bit. So it was kind of a fluctuation, but then you see him start to like pick up little snacks and stuff with his little fingers. And then he also started drinking from a sippy cup, like started drinking his milk from a sippy cup or maybe a little bit of water. But usually it was just milk. And that was cool. He did really well with a straw sippy cup more than anything.
That's gross, Malik. That's gross.
Look at him eating. Look, show me what you're eating out of. Okay, he is chugging. Another thing he did between the 4 to 8 month period is he started to talk. He said dada first. That was his very first word.
I found it when I was back in my old house. It was your grandmother's. She wanted you to have this.
Da da da. Okay. Da da da.
So you must stick around for a while, right?
Josh, I love it when you're here. Your appetite distracts Mom from how to think about my life choices. Love you, girl.
Levi.
Oh,
Say da 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 da.
So you're done traveling. You're tired.
I'm not retired.
Dada. Who is this?
Levi, who am I?
That was a super exciting time for me. And then that's all he said for a little while. And then he started saying mama.
No, da. Da.
Another thing that was really fun with Levi is he really started growing into his personality, and he started to be such like a goofball, and he had like this beautiful contagious laugh. It was like right from the belly. And so I'm going to finish the video off with that. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this and you wanted to see what more stuff he learned before he was a year old, I will have that link in the description. Again, it's a year late, but I had fun going back and watching this and seeing him again as a little baby. And so yeah, you guys can follow that journey. And then I might do a 2-year update. We'll see.
So much to say. I don't know what to say.
Anything you've done. And I'm so frustrated because my whole plan today was get all this stuff done, and instead I somehow worked all day and got nothing done. I'm very frustrated.
Maybe. If you tell me why you're so interested. It just didn't work, but it's still him. It's Jackson.
What do you think you're doing?
The hours of not leaving till every single one of these bubbles is filled in. I thought you wanted some pop.
I changed my mind.
Do you want to touch the kid?
Sure. Because you look so stressed. Is it Scott? Is it that whole thing?